Hello everyone. How is it going? Yeah, so today's stream is going to be quite a bit different. Hey Wolfo, how's it going? It's been a while. I hope you're doing good. So yeah, like the title says, I'm going to be doing a Lego today. And it's going to be kind of a shorter stream because I've got stuff to take care of afterwards. But let's just get this thing going. I'm going to keep the music going for a little bit, but it's going to have to be turned way down. And since I've been experimenting with using my camera, switch over to main there, I'm going to be using my camera today. Fun stuff, isn't it? I think this is the first time you're seeing this, Wolfo. But yes, this is the Lego set I'm going to be using today. It's Wally and Eva and Mo. Hang on a second. I'm looking at the stream feed, which is delayed, so that's messing me up. Okay, there we go. That's better. Yeah, so my partner got me this for my birthday, which was very sweet. Two of my favorite things together in one: Wall-E the movie and Lego, of course. I have a shelf up there that has a bunch of Legos on it from many different generations. Go to Little Stress, gonna go to the USA on the 26th, so yeah. Oh, well, happy travels, Wolfo. It's gonna be chaotic on the 26th. I myself am flying tomorrow, so equally chaotic, probably. But yeah, so I've got like a Beatles Yellow Submarine up there. I've got a shuttle, which I believe is the Discovery. That's from like either the early 2000s or the late 90s. Anyway, that's a good one. So yeah, kind of a weird stream today, but I hope everyone will enjoy it. Let's get this thing cracked open and get started. Let's grab the mouse out of there. This is my headphone cable. Didn't really have a better way to deal with it. I do have a better mic, or a mic that would be better for this, but I don't have the right mount and stuff for it, so just gonna have to deal with the headset mic for now. Music could be a tad bit louder, I think. Gotta get that good RimWorld music going. And I've got my little stream deck over there, so we should be all set. Let me know if there's any audio issues or anything. Punch these guys in. And then I don't really build Lego that much anymore, so when they change stuff, I don't... Okay. Pretty easy to open there. There we go. Alright, cool. I guess we should start with Eve, huh? No, you know what? Let's do Mo first. There's also, you might be able to see right there, or maybe on the top there, it's like a little, you get the cockroach, which apparently was named Hal. Little reference to 2001: A Space Odyssey there. You get the boot with the plant in it, and the some trash that Wally can compact in his little compactor thingy. Anyway, I'll put that to the side for now. Alright, this looks like 6. Oh, the instructions. You gotta take a look at the instructions first. Okay, so this is Eve and Mo and the boot, and this is Wally and the cockroach and the block. I'm gonna stick that right there. So this is gonna use 5 for Mo. Perfect. They had the same idea I did. 7, 5. Here we go. That's the one we're going to use first. Now, one thing I typically tend to do that is quite meditative is... that light isn't... It's like a harsh shadow here, isn't there? Did you see that they're going to take a $1,000 Lego of the Death Ray? The Death Ray? You mean the Death Star? I did hear about that. Yeah, Lego and Star Wars, they do some crazy stuff together. One of my favorites is the Millennium Falcon. Not a newer one. I know they've done several versions of it. I have one of the first ones. Missing pieces, unfortunately. But Anyway, let's get this open. One thing I like to do is null the pieces. That's K-N-O-L-L, which just basically kind of means to lay them out in some sort of strategic order. And I'm going to put the trash in the box so that cleanup is nice and easy. There we go. So there's not too many pieces here. I'll just flip them all the right way. That music's probably a little bit too loud, isn't it? Just a tiny bit. Okay. I wish I could... Can't really tilt this anymore to get the light to come out. It's alright. They're just gonna be aligned there. I still have work to do on the setup, obviously. Oh, that's a weird piece. Never seen one like that before. Gah, come on. How am I doing this? Like that. It doesn't get too close. Never seen one like that before. Interesting. Sorry, just repositioning some things. Okay. My camera may disconnect. It's been behaving kind of badly. I'm just using my iPhone. Oh, another weird piece. Wow. Come on. It's got like this little corner thing on it. Very strange. Put these guys there. The ones with the holes will go next to them. Got these strange pieces. The arches. It actually doesn't take too much to null, and it aids in the build process because you can immediately see some stuff. There's his eyes. That's cool. Right there. 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 And then only one of those. That goes on top of his head, I think. Something like that. There. There. But yeah, $1,000 Death Star. The thing is, it's a big sphere. I mean, I'm sure it comes with a mount and everything, but I mean, the $1,000 for the actual set is the least of your problems. You gotta find somewhere to put that thing. So you gotta be rich enough to have the space. So $1,000 makes sense for something like that. And we'll just start a new row and move these guys over for the other white pieces. We're almost done with this. This is one of the most pleasing parts because you get to see all the pieces all laid out, which I think is kind of fun. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to kind of make a little sense. Another one of those. Only one of those, that's interesting. And then you got a little guy. And then you got a bunch of these little guys. This is gonna be a little finicky. Hope I have enough time for this. That guy goes there. That's the inversion of these. Circle-y things can go like there. These little white things can go there. Missed one. There. Black can go there. That weird little piece. Gray. Gear things, and then I don't know what that is. Something really tiny. And one, like, blue piece. And more of the technical things. It's the wrong way. Another gear. Another one of these black things. Another white goes there. There's no particular order. You just gotta get them down and kind of matching up. I guess this could go over here with the other blues. And then the gray things. Then you got one of those brown things. And you got one of these weird things, which I guess goes here. I don't know what these pieces... I don't know the names of any of these things. I used to. Or I used to care. I don't really care anymore. Another one of these. These are probably his arms or something. Oh, that's probably where the little brush thing connects. These. And then another one of these. And we are nulled. Look at that. It's kind of like a... If you have the whiskey, you have for the ice cream. Ice. If you have for the whiskey, you have for that. I'm not sure what you're saying, Wolfo. Alright, so we need black, this, and white, that. Boom. Boom. Easy enough. Then this guy. Just do it in the same direction, and then this guy. Just like that. Then these two bits. There. And there. It's coming together. Not sure why it's getting, like, blurry and blown out. I guess my camera just struggles to adjust. Let's see here. Okay, so we need one of these. And those two things. It's a saying, if a person has money to buy whiskey, they have money to buy the ice. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's a good saying. Yeah, it definitely applies. Definitely applies. Alright. We're getting somewhere. Wonder how bad this would look if I zoomed in. 1 second. Oh, that's way too close. Saw the wide angle there for a sec. Maybe I can just manually zoom in? Yeah, there you go. You can manually zoom in like that. Probably looks really blurry and bad. But yeah, we can do that a little bit. Okay. What's next? We're gonna make this thing. Oh, the light turned off. Darn it. So we need this guy, the black thingy like this. Does it have a front and a back? That light is not very bright at all. 5 levels. I think it's symmetrical, so we just slip this on. All the way to the end. That's really tight. Okay, and then this gray little plug stopper guy goes on. Like that. I guess I could zoom in a tiny bit. Like that, yeah. And then this can move down a little bit. I should have nulled down here. And then the two black things with the plus hole on them. And that's not really a perfect fit. Maybe I could push this in more. That's pretty much in, but yeah, you can see it's not exactly the full width, but maybe that's on purpose. Oh, they get joined together with this guy. Okay, I see. And then we put it on like that. Just like that. Coming together. I'm gonna probably be saying that a lot, so I'll try to curb that. Okay, these two white things and then these two black things. So those goes on like that. And then like that. I know there's two different kinds of these. And when I was a kid, I didn't realize that there's gray ones and there's black ones. And the gray ones are for things that are supposed to spin. And the black ones are, they've got more friction on them. So they're not actually supposed to spin. And I had this little car with like a, I don't know what you call those things. You pushed on it and it like had this interlocking spring, kind of like those boxing gloves from the cartoons. And it would push the car. And I made the mistake. I you know, not very good with my Legos as a kid. So they would get deconstructed and then 10-second ad. No, there's not supposed to be any ads. There's not supposed to be any ads whatsoever. Ads. Ads not scheduled. Ad. Oh. Ad link and frequency. 0. Wait. Oh, can I not change this? Oh. Enable to run stream display ads on your channel. Disable. If you disable the setting, you will not generate any ad revenue. Yes. Disable. Okay. Alright, sorry about that. There shouldn't be any ads. Jesus. What was I saying before? I was talking about, oh yeah. So these black things, anyway. So I that car springy thing, I took it apart and tried to put it back together, and I didn't realize that you're supposed to use the gray ones. So when you push down on it, it was really stiff and didn't do the full like power that was supposed to have. Anyway, that was a long tangent, and I didn't get any building done while I was talking. All right, these two blue guys go on like that. And then this guy goes here. That music is not very chill. There we go, more RimWorld, that's better. This 3 long one. Oh, this is taking care of the back. Okay, so that's these guys. One goes here, and one goes here. They did really not make it clear where you're supposed to turn those off. The ads, I mean. Twitch did not make it clear. Okay. Yeah, I really hate ads. Like, I pay a fortune in streaming services and YouTube, so I never have to see ads. I mean, you still get them in the middle of videos, but they have that feature where you can skip commonly skipped content. And is my camera running a little bit... It's getting a little framey, isn't it? Why is that? Let me turn it off and back on. Let me just see if it's a bunch of the... Not much better. HBO gives you way too many ads? Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't know. I pay for the ad-free version. Thankfully, they have that bundle program, at least in the US, where Hulu, Disney, and HBO are all combined. So you end up paying less for all of them. Still quite expensive, though. Really do not like where the streaming services are headed pricing-wise. Just putting stuff behind paywalls, extra paywalls. You gotta pay extra if you want to watch the extra special content. That was wrong. Lame. Make sure that that's turned properly. That's the problem with these little 1x1 pieces, is they get turned around sometimes. It messes with the flow and the sharp angles. And then this one goes on like that. Yeah, see that little guy? That 1x1 is like slightly rotated, so you have to like push it so it looks correct, because there's very small tolerances. Okay, that's not bad. That's fine. And then one of these weird little pieces. Oh, I missed a white thing. Yeah, that goes there. Another one of those difficult ones. All right. I think that's one of his little arms. Oh, I forgot to zoom back in. Settings. No, not that kind of settings. The camera settings. I don't know why the camera's so framey. It's plugged in directly. Oh well. Zooming it in a tiny bit. Like that. Angle it a little bit. I think it's because the phone's actually getting really hot. It's... Oh man, it's roasting. Let me... I mean, the screen's off. I guess it's just using a lot of power to transmit the signal. I boosted it up to its max resolution. That may have been a bad idea. It's using a lot of power. Well, anyway, we'll deal with it. We'll live with it for now. Okay, now we take this guy and put these 3 gears on it. Just like that. Ow. Beautiful. Nice and sharp. And then take this. Oh, I needed to do the second one, didn't I? Might as well. I might as well do this first and then, because this is ready. So it was one of these, and one of those goes there, one of those goes there, one of these, and then one of these, and then this other one right here, like that, then this, like that, and then we get the birdie, stick that on, neat. Oh right, gotta put this thing in. Then like that. Oh, look at that. He's got his little rotor now. Zzz. Okay. Next. That's cute. He's like, he's getting further across the page. That's very cute. Very nice touch. Okay, this goes there. No, there, not in the middle. Offset. Like a pirate site literally gives me less ads. Yeah, that's the argument that, sorry for missing, you probably typed that a while ago. That's, if you ever watch the WAN show, it's from Linus Tech Tips on YouTube. That's something they talk about all the time where, yeah, I mean, what these companies are not understanding that the incentives for piracy isn't jail. No one goes to jail for piracy. It's just inconvenient and slightly dangerous because of viruses and stuff, but these days it's never been safer. Just disclaimer, I'm not promoting piracy. I'm just saying that if you want people to pay for your streaming services, you gotta make it worth it. You gotta make it so the value you're providing versus the money isn't more than what the user could get on their own by just taking a bit of time and a little bit of know-how to pirate the same content. I mean, my partner and I have been seriously considering getting a Blu-ray player and then buying a bunch of DVDs from the half-price books down the road or Amazon or something and just ripping them. And then we'll have our own streaming service with blackjack and hookers. And none of these stupid AI-enhanced... Man, they really ruined some of those shows with their stupid AI enhancements. One of our favorite shows, Roseanne, just looks terrible. Like, the text, some of the text in the background, her face occasionally, the faces of the characters just look smushed and gross. So we're definitely gonna think about getting the just the DVD versions and just watching those. And eventually we'll have enough shows and movies that we won't need fucking Peacock or Paramount Plus anymore. Fuck them. They obviously don't care, so why should I? This goes here like that. We're really chugging along now. And then, oh, hang on. Is this an extra? The old films now look washed out. I haven't noticed that myself, but I believe you. I believe you. Okay. Oh wow, look at this parts list. Damn. I want the one for Mo. Where's the one for Mo? Where is it? Here. No. Where are they? Well, I'm sure I didn't miss anything, so let me just count. Yeah, that looks right. I guess this is just an extra. All right, we'll put that over there. Oh, Lego always gives you extras. Elias Vasquez, hello there. Welcome in from YouTube. How are you doing? Oh, we gotta put these things on. This is the rest of the head. Just like that. There's his head. Pretty cute. And then this thing snaps onto this right here. Carefully. There we go. Look at that. Oh, he's so cute. Cute little guy. And of course his head can turn and his little arms can lift up. So adorable. Oh, wait. Oh, I did the body backwards. I totally did the body backwards. Yeah. Okay, hang on, I gotta fix that. Yeah, the blue thing's supposed to go on the back, like that. So I gotta take these off. Turn them around. And this goes on this side. I did those backwards too, wow. Not paying attention. Just like that. There we go, that's better. That's what he's supposed to look like. And can I get him to stand up on his own? There we go. All right, well, he's gonna live next to his little spare part. Right there, facing you guys. Just like that. And try to keep that mouse off of the, out of the area. Don't have a lot of room. All right, so that's Mo done. Now we're gonna do Eve, which is 6. 6. Get that open, put it in the trash box. Dump the map. Where are we? We're 30 minutes in. We should have enough time for everything. I might skip the knolling process though, just kind of spread them out, swoosh them out a little bit. Keep the small parts separate. And then something like that. So we got the 3 piles here. Just make sure that all of them are pretty much visible. Nothing's being covered up. Speedrunning it. Not necessarily speedrunning, but I am short on time for this stream, unfortunately. I would love to spend like 5 hours doing this with the extra conversation and stuff, but I am still enjoying it as much as I normally would, so I think it's the kind of anxiety from the streaming. Still have that. It puts a little pep in my step, if you know what I mean. Just a little bit of over-consciousness, I guess. All right, everything's laid out. Nothing's sorted by color, but just need to get a good idea of what we're working with here. We've got these interesting shapes here. This is the stand. I know what goes on the stand, so these can like come together. This is mostly body stuff. This is gonna be... I don't know. I don't know what that's gonna be. I guess we'll find out. First step, one of these and one of these. They go together like that. It definitely helps that they have the separate bags and everything. So you're not just getting like one giant pile. Oh, what is this song? I can't read it. Streets of Rage. If you've never been to OC Remixes, Overclocked Remixes, they're great. It's a free library of people remixing video game music. I recommend checking it out. Download what you want. Again, they're completely free. And as far as I know, not copyrighted. There's a lot of cool stuff on there. All right. So we got that done, and then we're going to use 2 of those thingies, which are here. That's the thing about knolling is it's usually worth doing if you've got the time, because not only does it create a nice layout of everything you have, but you also get to identify each and every piece, kind of have touched it at least once, identified it, saved it into your RAM, your brain's RAM, basically. And yeah, it helps you find stuff later. So that big guy goes on there like that. This thing over here goes on the top, doing this kind of out of order because we also need one of those flat gray pieces. There it is, hiding over there. There we go. Okay, I can put this back now. And now, oh, that's interesting. We're building 4 of those. Okay. We can do like a mini knoll. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And then 4 of these little guys, these little rounded pieces, which are very interesting to see. I don't think I've seen anything like that before from Lego. And then 2 times 4 of those, so 8 of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'm not gonna try to go full ASMR, but I am gonna try to keep my voice a little softer than usual, because this is supposed to be relaxing. I don't know if you can hear the Lego pieces snapping together or not. I do have a pretty aggressive audio filter on. Another reason I should be using a boom style mic instead of this headset mic. All right, well, there's 1 down. That was easy. 3 more. Just assembly line this like that. Like that. So that was like the prototype. And now we assembly line. Just like that. Man, it's so nostalgic and satisfying being in this kind of setup with the Legos and the instruction manual and the little music going on in the background. Very fun. Very fun. Oop. Don't want things to go flying like that. Alright, we got those 4 down. Get this guy back. And stick him on. Now that's interesting. These guys line up, so we were kind of building a platform at 90 degrees. I believe this is the internal, like, pocket. This is where the boot is going to go, just like in the movie. Yeah, very interesting design there with the, like, curved pieces in between. Interesting pattern happening. Oh man, I need to invest in a better light too. I'm using this point light that's coming from my camera's flash. My phone's flash. It is not really built for it, but it works in a pinch. And I'm not gonna complain too much because it's quite a good camera. Just again, not really made for this kind of thing. If I had a Mac, I would just use the built-in stuff instead of this third-party software called IV Cam. I wonder what the battery's at. 80%. Okay, that's fine. It should make it the whole way. Okay, so we just did that. Make sure the blue is, yes, blue is on the correct side. What brand is it? It's an iPhone. These weird guys, never seen anything like this before either. I like I said, I don't build Lego very often. So it's always interesting to see what new pieces they've come up with. I mean, it's got to be in the tens of thousands of different unique pieces by now. The blue goes here like that. This yellow one goes here. Matches the sides of the ones we did before. And then these gray bits with these are going to be for her arms. I'm anthropomorphizing them. They're robots, genderless, but you know, I'm sure the creators had a gender in mind for Eve and Wally. Not that it really matters at the end of the day. Besides, that's what makes the movie good, is how easy it is to anthropomorphize the characters. Because otherwise you wouldn't feel anything for them. That's a danger that we face in real life, is anthropomorphizing robots. It's one thing to do it for a movie character, because that's what they're made to do, but real robots are not going to be like us at all. They may look like us, but they're going to be... Well, everyone's seen the movies. And I'm not talking about Terminator. I'm talking about, like, what was the name in that movie with... what's her name? I can't remember what it was called. Anyway, I'm just rambling about robots now. Everyone loves Wally and Eve, though, because they're so sweet and sweet together. This is getting really tall now. Quite tall. This guy goes on here. This guy goes on there. Lots of RimWorld coming up. But that's good. I must have heard these songs dozens and dozens of times, hundreds of times by now, with how much I've played RimWorld, and I just don't get tired of them, because they're so good. Yeah, like, this is one of the interesting things about Lego, is like, this kind of thing right here, where we're not just building up and that way, we're also building that way. And someone had to do the math to figure out how big that gray thing had to be right there, this little piece that comes down, so that it lines up like here. Lines up with those. Pretty cool stuff. I'm sure there's a whole paper that could be written about Lego dimensions and how they go together. Like look at this black, this crazy shaped black thing. I recognize this from the Bionicles. I had a bunch of those, and these are very reminiscent of those pieces. I think they're missing some like cutouts right there. They used to have like vents right there. I guess they were able to get around having to use those. Anyway, what are we doing next? Okay, got half the white pieces on. Gotta finish that up. I always wonder how they decide what color to make internal pieces like this, because these aren't going to be seen. And they got like two different blues. I wonder if you can see that. See that this blue is slightly different than that one? It's just interesting. I wonder who makes the decision and how they make that decision, what they base it on. Okay, we can put this aside for now. I'm going to put it over here. Get out of here, mouse. Right over there. That's our current status. And now we'll get this big guy out. Apparently it goes off center like that. Oh, I see, because we're building it like that. Two of those, and then two of these. Just like that. Beautiful. Then these slightly offset like that. And one more. Here you are. Like that. Perfect. Then these little guys. 1, 2. Oh, come on, get on there. Oh, now, okay, we've got some really weird pieces now. I've never seen these before. They're like little... Oh, I'm stabbing my monitor. Very strange little guys. They go here. That. Push that up against it. This goes like that. Okay, and then green things. One there. One there. White. One goes there. Goes there. Okay. Then two more of these doohickeys. Just like that. Then we're messing with some yellow. And look at that. That is an interesting yellow there. That's not a normal Lego yellow. That's a normal Lego yellow. See the difference? Very interesting. And of course one of these pieces goes right there like that. Just a little touch. Yeah, that is a very interesting yellow color. Okay. This circle thing. Two of these things. Oh, hang on. Which one of these do we need? I think, yeah, those, not those. Two of these, one of those, and one of these. So we'll do these first, these little guys. Like this. Like that. And then it kind of just goes on there like that. Cool. So this is probably going to be like the cover or something. Yeah. I think that's what this is. It probably told us, actually. Yeah, right there. All right. Now, one of these guys goes right here. Oh, hang on, I missed these gray things. There we go. Yeah, because Lego doesn't typically leave gaps unless unless it's used for something later. So that's what tipped me off that I had missed those, because we would be covering those up right there. And then the 3 long flat pieces go there, and then we get these fancy curvy guys. Fun stuff. No, not these. Not these. We want the straight ones there, and then these things here. These things. Just like that. So these go here on the outside. Like that. Nope. Almost pulled that off. This is where these come in, and like little anchors. Just like that. And I'm going to zoom in a tiny bit more, actually. Come here, mouse. Just little boop it by like 2. So you get nice and close there. All right. And bring this down a tiny bit. So we just finished that. Now we're going to move on. Put this guy right there. And then these round pieces, which are here. Just 2 of them for now. I'm sure 2 will be used later. Probably for the back. Oh. Oh, that sticker's pre-applied. Oh, it's not a sticker. It's a screen print. Oh, okay. Well, I have to make sure to save that for later. Should have known. I would have been able to find that and set it aside because it's a special piece. It's got the little plant logo on it. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, now we need one of these big guys. Oh. Yeah, this unfortunately got a bit of a scratch on it. I don't know if you can see that. It happens, but it's a little disappointing. Well, since this is the back, let me see the other one. Yeah, this one looks much better. We will use the scratched one for the back. And then we use one of these very weird pieces, which you gotta imagine were used in a Star Wars set first, right? This looks like a little greeble from an X-Wing or something. Yeah, that just goes on there, and then this goes on the yellow side. I guess that's how they decide what color to make them. This had all yellow pieces. Tells you that it matches to the yellow side. Very clever. Very clever indeed. All right, it's coming together. Getting weighty. Definitely getting weighty. And set that right there. This song is fun. What song is this? I'm just going to leave this big so I can read. One Must Fall. 2097. No idea what that's from. All right, moving on to the front. Gotta grab one of those. One of these. Okay, so like that. Interesting. And then one of these goes underneath and sticks out a little bit. And then one of these goes on right there, like that. Wonder if I can get it at the same angle. It's gonna be like, no, like this, almost. There we go. Perfect, okay. Then another one of these. I wonder why they're having a, they had us build like around the U shape instead of like from the center out. Very interesting. I just love the way Lego does things sometimes. Like those Scandinavians, Lego and IKEA, they know how to build an instruction manual. Hang on a second. Sorry about that. All right, back to it. All right, starting strong. Another one of these. Oh, this is a weird piece. Wow. Never seen one of those before. Stick that on there. And then these weird pieces, which are like 3/4 of the normal 2x1 flat pieces. Very interesting. That just snaps on right there. And then this one goes right there. They're all hanging on by one. Not stud. Because these are studs. The actual, pokey outy bits, I forget what they're called. Okay, and then we use these little L-shaped pieces. It's a very fun Tetris-y shape. That goes on like this. Yeah, so this is going to be the opening for the boot. That's why this one is built quite a bit differently than the other one, than the back one. Okay, more of these rounded pieces. Like that. Like that, and then the green goes behind them. I should have put the green on first, because now I've got to reach down into this canyon. Wow, you really can't see much. There you go, right there. Alright, not too bad. I hope someone's finding this entertaining. I know I am. Okay. Then these white pieces go here and here. All right. Then more of those. Get back on there. Yeah, some of these connections here are like hanging by a thread. You go there. Gray pieces. Gotta fill those holes. It is also quite relaxing. Well, good. That is definitely what I'm going for there. These blue guys go there, and then these white ones. 3x1 flats. Just like that. And then we do the same deal we did with the last one here. Interesting they bother having these pieces curved, since they're hidden behind this big piece. That's interesting. I guess that's how they make it feel weighty, is just by having plenty of extra Legos inside. I know the plural of Lego is Lego, but I can't help it sometimes. Okay, so oddly, this guy goes here. Oh, I forgot to do the... Where are the small ones? Oh, right, they're these. Of course. There we go. Some of that debris off. Then the leaf one snaps right there. The non-leaf one, the last remaining, snaps right there. Okay. And then why do we put one on the inside? Oh, that's right. This comes, that's why these are here, because this needs to grip less strongly than the one on the back. Oh, you can't even see that. The back one had far more pegs to lock onto, but this one only has a few. That makes sense, because this one comes off, so you can put the boot into this little hole here. And okay, now Yeah, we got extra green stud here. This guy goes on that. And then that goes there like that. And then you just kind of take it off. Put it back on. Nice. And we marry them. We marry them. Look at that. The body's really coming together. Beautiful green logo there. Okay, arm thingy time. We just kind of snap these on. I guess... Wait, does it go on? No, the curve definitely goes on that side. Yeah, okay. So those go there like that. Then these weird roundy pieces, these are quite cool looking. Just like that. And then we do the same thing on the other side. Gotta hear that nice snap. Okay. Then these circly bits, they connect vertically in the middle. And I say vertically, laterally, as opposed to horizontally. Who cares? And then, oh, these like hang off. Oh, and they're just being held on by this one peg. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. I'm sure it will be stable enough. They do have this one thing in the middle, right there. That's what's holding on. Just like that. Okay, probably the easiest part. Just kind of stick these guys on top of each other. Yeah. And then for extra core strength, one of these axles just goes right down. Oh, you know what? I did this wrong. You gotta push it down all the way first, and then stick the last one on. There we go. It's like putting your socks on before your pants. The pants help pull the socks on further. And then, look at that, sticks it through almost exactly the right amount. And then this guy goes on. Just like that. Actually, I think it could go up a tiny bit more. There we go. Beautiful. And we got another spare piece. Little spares will go here, like that. And now we marry the two. Is there any particular way this needs to go? No. Just like that. There it is. Stands up like this. And I guess we'll put that over here while we work on one of the arms. So this will be the arms. And possibly the head. Yeah, I think this is the head as well. All right, we're only 1 hour in, and I'd say we're pretty much halfway done. Guess we'll see. Okay. Oh my god, get out of here, you fuck. All right, sorry about that. Okay, let's separate a little bit. Get those out like that. Put those to the side. Oh, don't roll away, little buddy. And we'll Just kind of scooch the big stuff over. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's her face. How cute. Big stuff, and then little tiny stuff goes right here. We just kind of spread it out evenly so that no pieces are hiding. So we can easily identify what's going on here. Oh, look, there's a little plant. Look at that, so cute. Okay. We need to find 2 of the little ball joint things. There's 2 of them. Just like that. And we are actually going to continue working on this, and they go... Looks like the bottom clips in up here. The bottom one does. Just like that. Ooh. Oh my, that was loud. Hang on a second. Turn Firebot down a little bit. Turn the music up a little bit so everyone can adjust their own volumes accordingly. That was my problem. I need to turn down my headset volume. Anyway. One second. I need to see who that was and thank them. Adoringly Ren. Thank you. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. I've reached a new multiple of 10. Isn't that great? Thank you very much for that. Okay, yeah, back to it. Now we make the arm. So this is one of these pieces again, and then one of those. It's pretty cool that Twitch has a Lego building category in it. YouTube does not have such a category, and I think they're missing out a little bit. Because there's tons of good Lego content on YouTube, like those guys who do those like trials of the things that they build. Like Brickworks, I think, is one of them. Those are very fun to watch. Okay, so then these weird little pieces. Oh, these are the same. Okay, these are the same ones we used before. Got it. So that goes there. That goes there. Very detailed here. Like that. And then one of these goes on top. Facing the other direction. To those. Like that. And then another one of these. And this looks like a rounded button on a website. Can't help but think that as a web developer. Ooh, this is a fun song. Yeah. And this goes, these little tan pieces. I've been hiding from the camera. My bad. Trying to stay in frame here. You love WALL-E? I do too. I absolutely adore it. Such a good movie. One of Pixar's best. My favorite of their films. Although Toy Story 3 does come close. But yeah, you have to love WALL-E. And look at him. Just look at him. Look how cute he is. Look at those eyes. How could you not love that guy? Did that. These things now. More of these things. And he's sweet. I think we're gonna finish up the stream by finishing building WALL-E. And he's got his little cockroach pal too, which is gonna be really cool. Really fun to see. Okay. We got that done. Now another one goes on top. No, wait. Oh, 2 more of those and then, okay. Yeah, this is getting kind of detailed. Just for the arm. It's pretty cool. Oops. And then that goes on top. And then these little rounded guys. Kind of looks like a 60s hairdo. Yeah. Looks like a robot from the Jetsons. Come on, camera. There you go. Looks like a little Jetsons robot. Okay, a 1x1 flat. That's fun. Fun to see. And then one of those sharp bits. Is that the right one? No. I need the alternate version, yes. No, still wrong. That was the same. Here we go. That's what we want. So this needs to be angled down, opposite from those. And then one of those look blue to me. Those are the only ones we have here, so... And then what do we do? Whoa. Okay, I've never seen one of these before. Very weird. And that just kind of goes up this hole right here. Like that. All the way through. Very cool. Yeah, that's definitely a new one for me. And then this goes on. These are like her little fingers. And then the little blue bit goes like that. And I assume we're going to put another one on here as well. Yeah, for sure. Okay, there's a lot of little bits going on here, so moving them around is a little... Okay. Assume we're going to do the other side now. Yep, okay. Headphones are getting in the way. One of these goes on there, and then a blue. Like that. Headphones, please. Please. I'm going to have to... just get a little extra slack there. Okay, there we go. That should... wrapped around my chair. There we go. That should work a little better. Stay out of the frame, you sillies. Okay, so we got one of these done. And then one of these ones goes on like that. And then... goes on like... that. Okay, and now she's got little fingers that move. Oh, just one. I guess. Maybe they're not supposed to move because it kind of looks like they move separately, like that. Very, very interesting. Okay, well, I'm just gonna try to leave it straight then. We need one of these very strange blues. It's like a very pale blue. That kind of just slaps on like that. And then these things go on. Where's the... oh, it's these. Two more. Just like that. And this is the left arm. No, the right arm. I put this thing on wrong. That's okay. I know we're going to be making another one, so I'll just put that on immediately. The bottom one goes attached to the body. And then this marries that right there, like that. And then it can pop up like this and move around. And then when she forms up, she goes like that. Isn't that cool? That's very neat. It's not quite a perfect fit, but that's all right. It doesn't need to be perfect. Guess if you pull it up a little bit, then it kind of works. But we'll have her like strike a pose. Interesting, her finger points up like that. Anyway, you stay right there as we build your left arm. Okay, did that. And here we go. Arm number 2. Should be faster, if anything. Like that. And then this goes opposite. Then one of these. You start to go faster when you've got fewer pieces to have to pick from. Tan, last of those pieces. And then 2 more of these very weird 90-degree too high little guys. And then another website button curvy thing, and then the 60s hairstyle. I guess it looks like Edna Mode from The Incredibles, but white instead of black. Another great movie from Pixar. And then, oh, hang on, I'm doing that wrong. These go on. I missed them. Missed them in this step. Always got to check the full thing and see if it matches what you've currently got. I have a feeling we're going to have an extra one of these and an extra one of those, but we'll see. This goes there. Then we do the dot thing, the peg thing. I think we have an extra one of these too. Maybe. That goes on like that. Then this goes here. And then that gets stuck on like that. All right, making progress. Another one. This gets this weird little flat piece with the half rounded like that. And then this guy goes, it goes on that bottom rung there like that. And then smush them together. Ooh. Like that, beautiful. And then we build the outside blue piece. Then do the middles first. Like that. And all the corners. Beautiful. Okay. And that snaps on right here, like, I'm gonna stick my thumb under it this time so it doesn't get flung down like last time. Ooh, okay, this is a little bit difficult. There we go. There we go, okay. Oh, upside down. Very cool stuff. Very beautiful. Street Fighter. She's going to be watching her own build process. All right, that's the arm. Now for the head. Should be easy. Interesting, it's going to be at a 45-degree angle. That's a pretty clever way to... Why aren't you going on? Have the face be only on one piece and not have a seam on it. It's pretty cool. These are very stuck, and you can see it's like even warping a little bit so that it has that crack in it. That's okay, because that's what this thing's gonna be for. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful. And then this guy just holds it all together like that. You just polish off some of those fingerprints. Yeah, isn't she sweet? Okay. Bottom. Oh, that's an interesting pattern there, right in the middle. It's got like pieces in a different arrangement. This goes on. I'm sure they're constantly redesigning these based on... Oh, there we go, yeah. Based on user feedback and just their own assemblage of new projects. It's just a little tweak. Hey, if we shave that, we can save 1/100th of a penny. But when you make 1,000,000 of them, that's going to add up to real cash. And I'm sure money's not the only thing they care about, but certainly one of the major things. You want to use as little plastic as you can get away with for these, I'm sure. Okay, another one of these dots. All right, let's put her down for a second because we gotta assemble this. Another one of these brown things, excuse me, with the like pin, almost like a nail. That goes on here, just goes all the way in like that. Then one of these circular doodads like that. And then that's it. Then it goes through. That's not gonna... That's just kind of loose, but I guess it's just like a little peg, huh? Just trying to make sure it's straight. And then this goes in. Like, it is basically like a little nail with a bolt on it. And this thing spins. Very interesting. And we're ready to pop her head on, which will happen thusly. Careful. There we go. Oh, she's so cool. Look at her. Oh, that's so neat. I'm gonna have her tilt her head a little bit, like that. Just adorbs. Just adorable. And let's not forget, hands cramping up. Little compartment for the boot, which we will be putting in shortly. Okay. Beautiful. She's going to stay over here with her friend, with Mo. I guess really Mo's more like Wally's friend, but okay, hopefully I won't knock her. We'll just move everything over a tiny bit. Okay, now for the boot. Circular pieces. Come on, get on there. There we go. Oh, hang on. There's two different browns here. I did that wrong. Very slightly different brown colors. I believe that's supposed to be the soil, and the rest is boot. So brown goes... Oh, I did do it right, but on accident. Brown goes on top. No, hang on. This says... Oh, it's upside down. Oh, okay, yeah, the brown goes on the bottom. Very clever. And then this goes like that.
Eve is so cute. I love her and her friend.
Yes, it is coming together very nicely. They are super adorable. Oh, hang on a second. Getting ahead of myself. Gotta put one of these on first. Like that. And then one of these goes on. Like that. And then this weird piece, very weird, goes on right there. Just like that. Perfect. I wonder how many of these like weirdo pieces they made for Star Wars sets, because obviously they make a whole bunch of those and some of them are going to be very specific. Okay, now we're using this, and this is like a little cover for that hole. Like that. Then this goes on the other side, and this is like the soul.
It is coming along nicely. You're doing an amazing job.
Well, thank you very much, adoringly Ren. I appreciate that. Okay, and then this snaps onto the bottom like that. Kind of looks like a ski boot right now. But we're almost finished with it. Just like that. And then, oh, hang on. I missed something. Ooh, that's kind of loud. Okay, that's a little better. Okay, this little button piece goes on. Then these little very weird pieces. And you just kind of stick the plant in. Like, carefully. Carefully. There we go. I'm sure they've made a whole bunch of weird, like what they would think of as one-off pieces for Star Wars, and then they end up using them in something like this. Okay, is that everything? We get to put it inside. You own 2 botanical and 2 Animal Crossing sets? Oh, those botanical ones are so cool, aren't they? Okay, it goes in. Yeah, I really don't own enough sets to know, like, all the crazy stuff they've got going on, but from all the stuff I've seen, they're just churning new pieces out. All right, she's got a boot inside her now. All right, she's nice and happy, which makes sense because she's got the plant. Okay. All right, this instruction set is done. Here's all our spare pieces. What am I gonna do with those? I'm glad they included a spare plant, because that is quite a rare one. Have you done any Lego Technical? Not recently, but definitely one of my favorites back in the day when I did Lego more often. Quit that, you stay on this. You face the audience. Okay. I don't remember seeing one of these. Perhaps. Oh, there it is. I see it. All right. All right, we're done. I could win. There's one down. Time for the second half, which I'm gonna have to speed through because I have a hard out at 8. Yeah, I've never really used one of these. Used to have a bunch of Legos, but I don't know where they went, but it's fine since I can collect again. Yeah, my parents stored an enormous container full of Legos that, I mean, I don't have room for them, and neither do any of my siblings, so they just kind of stayed in their attic for a long time until we were all finally like, yeah, go ahead and sell them. I mean, who knows what sets they went to. Like, it would have been impossible to track down what each individual piece even went to, so like someone else is gonna have a bunch of fun with them, so we were happy to let them go. And yeah, just like you said, we have our own collecting to do as adults, don't we? A new round per se. You used to have a McLaren P1 Technical. Ooh, that's cool. Oh, so one Lego set that I absolutely want above like every other is the DeLorean. They have a DeLorean Lego set, not a Back to the Future one, like an official one. And it's really cool. I would love to have that. Super expensive, but one day it will be mine. The Star Wars ones are expensive? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. The Millennium Falcon, the Star Destroyers, the Death Star, they have just so many huge ones that take like multiple days to build, I can imagine. One of these? Where is that? ¿Dónde está? Why am I not seeing it? It's got to be around here somewhere. Oh, here it is. It's more like a silver than a gray. Interesting. Oh. I'm missing some steps. Hang on. So this goes on the same side, and then one of these. And then this goes on top. Okay, like that. Then one of these. One of these. Why is Lego so expensive now? The replicas now have literally the same quality. Yeah, but you get some extra entertainment out of it being made out of Lego, don't you? Especially since they typically have, like, movement and stuff. I don't know. There's just something about, there's just something about it being made out of a, what's the word? A modular set of components, I suppose. That's what does it for me, at least. All right, we get, like, oh, we're building a little block, and look at this little piece. Isn't that just incredibly adorable? It's a little soda can top. So cute. So cute. Hey there, creative. How are you doing? Thanks for coming in. Yes, it is definitely Lego time. We are building, I'll show you, in case you can't tell already. It's WALL-E. The Pixar movie WALL-E. Look how freaking adorable WALL-E is. So adorable, I can't stand it. Alright, now we got one of these. One of these goes there. And build the rest of the owl. Okay, so, oh wow, these are like tangram pieces now. Very, very interesting pieces here. Alright. There, and then another one of these soda can tabs. Just so cute. So cute. May I say something, but please don't get mad. Say what you gotta say, man. Here we go. Like that. Coming together. Halfway done. Like this. Then two of these get mashed together. Interesting. Like that, and then another one of these patterns here. Like that. It's okay if it's symmetrical because you're only ever going to see one side at a time. No one will know. You need some time on a beach to get a tan. Hey man, you are not wrong. You're not wrong. My dermatologist, she's mentioned my skin tone more than once, and yeah, definitely not wrong. I do need a bit more color to me. I'm given ghost energy, I'm sure. No offense taken at all. Okay, we got our little cube. Look at how beautiful that is. I mean, to be fair, I am a little tanner than the lighting makes it seem. I've got a bunch of blue lights everywhere, and there's some like bad color grading going on with my camera that's making it look much worse. But yeah, anyway, this beautiful cube, I love it. It's so cute. Okay, that goes there next to everyone else. Just like put the best side up. And then WALL-E time. WALL-E time. Black pieces. There. There. Then a whole bunch of these. Okay, just 3 of them. That's fine. 1, 2, 3. Then this big flat piece goes there. I'm not doing this right. It should be in the middle so everyone can see. You need some good vitamin D and no tactics that can't be delivered by. Haha. Jesus. Oh my god, creative. No, I get plenty. I do go outside during the day when I can get some sun. Just not as much as I should. Okay. I mean, I would say it's hard to do that during winter, but Texas winters are pretty sunny, and it has been pretty sunny the last couple days, so I don't really have an excuse just been chugging away at programming. Oops. And work, basically. Trying to get stuff out of the way before I go on vacation tomorrow. There we go. Then these big brown pieces goes right there. 2 more of these. Now, I like how they do this little offset thing here where the seams don't match up so that they don't pull apart. It's very clever design right there. Can't a tan give you skin cancer? The way you get a tan is by being exposed to ultraviolet light, whether it be from the sun naturally or from a tanning bed. Now, ultraviolet light also allows your skin cells to produce vitamin D, which is essential for living healthily. So, just like with most things, you can definitely overdo it. But you also do need a little bit. Definitely need at least a little bit of sun. It's going to depend on your default skin tone. People with darker complexions typically need more time in the sun because their skin is used to getting or requires getting more sun. Someone like me with Norwegian genes, or Danish actually, doesn't get a lot of sun naturally, so I can survive without as much. You are a Lego fan, or is just your first Lego? Oh, I'm a huge Lego fan. I've had Legos ever since I was 4 years old. In fact, one of those up there is one of the oldest Legos I have. It's the Discovery Shuttle with the Hubble sticking out of it. It's beautiful. I don't have too many. I'm a bit of a minimalist, so if I don't absolutely need it, or I can't justify it taking up the space, then I will sell it. But I have minified my collection to just the essentials, just the things that make me feel the absolute best. All right, let's get this done because we've only got like 20 minutes left. I can go a little bit over, but not too much. But we're almost done here. We've only got 2 bags left. So we're really chugging along. Yeah. These guys are a little difficult to do. And then this is going to be his neck joint, I believe. With one of these bionicle pieces again. But yeah, I've had Lego all my life and have built many, many sets over the years. Okay, then these big panel pieces. This is where the cube's gonna slide in eventually. And then Lego goes burr. Yes, yes it do. Then one of these guys goes here. Ooh, sharp bits. Careful. Right there. I have to kind of think opposite because the camera's upside down from my perspective. I probably could have flipped it. I mean, maybe I could do that. Hang on. No, because then it looks like you're looking. Nah, that's not good. That's not good. I need a mounting system for my camera, but that'll be something to think about later. This is not a money-making venture, so I need to be wise about what I put into this for now. And then those all line up good, so we're ready to move on. We got these L-shaped pieces, go there. Like that. Where's the last one? There you are. Like that. Coming along. I love Lego, but it's not too much of a hyperfixation for me to buy, but the ones that I love doing were the ones about moments of the real world, like the Empire State Statue of Liberty, Big Ben, or the Eiffel Tower. Yeah, I actually have a Sydney one up there. I don't know why Sydney. I don't have any special relationship to that city, but it's really cool looking. That was one of the first ones my partner bought me. And yeah, it was really cool to have. And yeah, I really like the realistic ones, like Adoringly Wren here mentioned before the botanical ones, and those are pretty cool. They got succulents and roses and all sorts of different plant-based builds, which I think are pretty cool. Sydney Opera House. Yeah, Sydney Opera House. In fact, I can grab it real quick. It's not too far away. Give everyone a little look-see. I do need to take it down anyway because I got to make room for Wally. There you go. So, yeah, you got the Sydney Opera House here. And I don't know the name of anything else because, again, I don't know anything about that city except the Opry House. All right. Back to it. Don't get distracted. Okay. Good point. Yes, best not to get distracted. I'm missing steps. Come on. Very important. Number 18. And then this goes on. And then we take this guy. That goes right there like that. And then these weird pieces where, oh wow, like, look how those are aligned. It's like it's got a half step inside of it. Very cool. So that goes like, oh, nope. Need the middle one. Gotta be precise here. There we go. And then this little ball goes on. Yeah. Let's not break it. Why isn't it going on? There we go. Just slight misalignment there. Okay. And then one of these weird pieces goes right there. Like that. I'm just realizing the music is kind of blocking it, isn't it? Yeah, it's okay. Done with that. Okay, moving on. We'll just set those aside for now. And we've got another one of these, which goes in the middle. What do you think is more difficult, Legos or IKEA furniture? You know, that is actually a really good question, Greg, because I've built plenty of both. IKEA typically has way fewer pieces, but you do gotta break out the tools. Lego don't take no more tools than this right here, usually. So I'd have to say it depends on the Lego. So like if you're building that Death Star thing that we were talking about earlier, the $1,000 one, that's probably harder to build than like an IKEA cabinet. I don't know though, it's a good question. Do you build a lot of IKEA, Gray? Because I have to admit, about 3/4 of my house is IKEA. IKEA furniture, couch, cabinets. Basically, that's it. Couches and cabinets, lots of them. Okay, that goes like that. And then we stick this one on to complete that. And then gotta listen for the snap. Oh, yes. Okay, yes, I see. Oh, interesting. So this has to go on there at the same time that this goes in there. Or no. This black ball goes in this little slot here like that. And at the same time, this gray piece snaps on. Very interesting design here. So we just kind of straighten those up and lock. Oh, great. Congrats on your 5-stream streak. Great job. Man, I really gotta watch your streams too, return the favor. I'm sorry I've been missing them, especially the vibes and visual streams, because I have a huge list built up. Just have never found the time. True, yeah, I've built my desk from IKEA. Yeah, okay, this desk is IKEA too. It's got a mat on it, but yeah, this is their newer sit-stand desk. My nightstand entertainment center, which is more of a floor shelf with drawers. Oh yeah, those are cool. IKEA makes a bunch of decent stuff nowadays. Can't really go wrong with them. Especially since the design is so simple. Easy to mix and match what you need. This goes to the side like that. Like that. Alright. Getting down to the wire a little bit here, so I am going to try to speed it up. Hopefully not too much, though. You know, you can post links to the Vibes Visual channel on Discord. Oh yes, I know, but it's more fun for me to post them kind of spur of the moment. One, so I don't forget about them myself. And two, because I want them to be a surprise. Not that I'd ever have anything that amazing, but I definitely need to join. I'm going to be in New Mexico on Friday, so I'll definitely have time to watch you. I'll have nothing else to do. That is if I'm not at dinner. Also, that is if you are streaming on Friday, since it's going to be the day after Christmas. Okay, we're there. Now we fill in these gaps with the flat pieces. Speedrun Lego. You'll be streaming on Friday? Cool, 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 cool. I will be sure to make it there then. This goes on like that. This goes on like that. All right, we got his little neck there. And I believe we're going to be moving on. Yes. Okay. More spare pieces. Go over here. Never know what to do with those spare pieces. Okay, we need number 2. Let's do this quickly. You gotta love that jingle. I don't know if you can hear it. Zoop. Alright, just spread them out a little bit so you can see every piece so none get lost, so they're not hiding. Okay, okay, okay. Like that. Beautimus. Alright, now we concentrate on the back here, like that. That, like that, like that, and then we do these little 1x1s, flat 1x1s. Try to get those aligned a little bit. There we go. And then these 2 little humpy pieces. It's pretty interesting. Looking right there, like that. Okay. Okay, and then, wow, I've never seen a piece like that. It's kind of strange. But we need to do one of these. Push this through. Come on now. There. There. And then that goes there. This is going to be for one of the wheels. And then another one. So this. 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 Like that. That goes there. Alright, 1 second, everyone. Hold your horses. Okay, yeah, back to it. This needs one of these. I hope everyone's liking the music. I would take requests, but I don't have that set up. Unlike Gray. Gray's got a great setup for his streams, where you can throw music at him and he can play it. I don't got that right now. Ooh, no, not there. Not there, hang on. Gotta follow the directions. Put this on, and then this on, And then one of these studs. Like that. This. And then this goes back one from where I was putting it, like that. There we go. I'm pushing little circles into my mat, but that's okay. It's replaceable. That goes there, and then, wow. Now that's a weird piece. Never seen one like that either. Very good color palette for this set as well. Pixar really knows how to do a good color palette. Okay. One of these little arm guys, and then one of these little... No, that's not what I meant to pick up. This yellow one goes on like that. And then one of these weird things, and that goes on like that. Then these are like his little like shock absorbers. Just hooks on like that, bends down, but not quite all the way. We'll leave it up a little bit so we can access it later. And then we do it again. Oops. Like that. Snappies. And, oh, there's a side without holes. Let's make sure those are facing the outside. See, there's like a little hole on this one right there. Don't want that facing out. So we'll turn that around. Okay. And then we do some outside trim, I guess. Which includes... Oh, hang on. No, I gotta flip it up like that. There we go. Okay, so... little angled piece. Then one of... these 1x4s. Come on, get on there. There we go. Then a 2x1 goes there. And I was just told I have a little bit of extra time, so I think we're going to be able to finish this today. Gonna go all the way to 8:30. We'll go into 8:30, boys. Okay, I did it on both sides. I hope that's what I was supposed to do. Let's see. Well, okay, let's just pretend I was supposed to do that. So we start with one of these. Sorry for the rubbing. I know that can be kind of annoying. This guy, and then one of these weird ball joint plus peg pieces slips into there. And then one of these, I'm pretty sure I've seen one of these before in a different set. That goes on like that. It's like a big, like a socket wrench extender, kind of. And then one of these goes in like, oh, it moves. Oh yeah, it's kind of like loose. That's cool. This is gonna be for the door or something, I think. And then that goes on like that. And then look at that. It can like move around. That's cool. Very cool. All right, so we put this to the side for now, because now we're gonna work on whatever that is. I think that's the door, maybe? We'll see. We're going to 8 to 9, so before we were going to 6 to 7. Oh, come on now. Man, even Numberphile just released some videos about that. I haven't watched them yet, but I was like, really? Yeah, more power to him, I guess. Gotta get those trendy views. Then this goes like this, like that, and then this slips under like that. Then we'll stick these guys on this. No, not those. These, the ones with the pegs on them. There's the other one. And then these little guys with the screen printed like lines on them. Doesn't look like there's a right way up for those, but I'll make sure they... Actually, I'll make sure they don't match. That way they kind of look a little more random. And you can see there's even like a reflection on there. That's really cool. Turn that one around. That way it doesn't look so even. It's so silly, like the Jet 2 holiday meme. I didn't get it at first, but eventually it grew on me. Jet to holiday? I'm unfamiliar with that one. I have not been doing even Redditing very much this whole year, actually. I've kind of given up social media entirely. But so yeah, I'm way out of touch. I'm getting to be a stereotypical, well actually no, because nowadays stereotypical olds are too online. So I'm just a weirdo, I guess. I'm a freak. Okay, we're there. This goes on. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? With the like bronzing on it. And that goes right there. Like that. Beautiful. This is really coming together. You're still pure. Imagine an advertisement as a meme. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, then this goes on. And I don't say any of that to brag or anything. I'm not saying I'm good or special. It's just I personally can't stand, you know, how it makes me feel, essentially. Seeing all the fake stuff and way too much politics. But that's all you're going to hear from me on that topic. Okay. Man, I'm doing things symmetrically when it's not telling me to. I should not have put those on yet. Because we have to... I'm doing it back... It's okay. It's okay if I do it a little backwards. So this goes on like that. And then we put this side on. Oh, is this Pokemon? Yes, it is. I've archived Reddit for Insta for a few months now. There's so much AI on Insta. Oh god. I can't even imagine. Okay, now we put these back on. Here we go. This one that's already pre-assembled. Just like that. And now we've got the little door. And it even locks in place with these two little guys. Like that. Pretty cool stuff. Okay. All right, now we're building another part. This, then this, which is like a big version of one of these. Pretty cool. This is a good remix. It's almost got like Terraria vibes. It's like a Terraria-ified Pokemon. Pretty cool. All right, we flipper. There's flipper around there. There you go, flipper around. Get this stud in the 2x1. And then... Oh, hang on. Yep. I'm skipping steps, don't want to do that. There we go. There we go. And then... Moving on, flip it back over. Then these weird little triangle pieces goes like that and like that. Then one of these like mini wing pieces almost goes like that. Then this guy goes on. Oops. Doing some flippy tricks. Just kind of align that like that. Pretty close. Oh, it was this one. There we go. And then this little mini wing guy, even more mini wing. It's like this one with the part chopped off. And that goes on like that. Even overhangs a little bit right there. Okay. Yeah, we're getting through this. Wally's almost to the halfway point. And the last few things should be pretty easy. Okay, now this goes on here. Oop. Like that, and there, this thing like travels through this open slot. That's pretty cool. That is very cool. And we'll leave this open. Nope, they closed it in the next one. Yep, that's how they want me to have it now. They want me to keep... What am I looking at here? Oh, right here. Yes, okay, I see the highlight, yes. So one of these goes here. One of those goes there, and then this gets outlined with these flat pieces. Helps hold this guy on. Cool stuff. Then, big flat piece right here. Yeah, it overextends a little bit back here, but that looks right from the instructions. And then this circle piece goes on right there, kind of hanging over that gap. Oh, hang on, I missed this little stud right there. Let's get that on. And then it goes on. All right, so that gap is filled now. Okay, now we turn it around. I already did this part because I knew it was going to be symmetrical. And now we build another one of those thingies. So you start with this, stick that in there, stick this side on, put this in there, and this goes on like that. Speeding, flying through this, flying through it. And then we do another one of the side panel things. So that is these, like that. They stick to your fingers sometimes, so you end up making them go flying. Like that. Like that. Flip it over. Like that. Little studly guy. Like that. Then this thing right there. The circle, half circle, hemicircle goes there. These little triangle guys. And then a little bit more detail. That. I'm doing it slightly out of order, that's okay. Just whatever pieces I found first. Then we stick it on like... I'm missing something. Hang on. No? No? Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. I just wasn't looking carefully enough. Okay. There we go. That's how it's supposed to be. And then this goes on like that. And ooh. Oh, there's not a lot of pieces left. Uh-oh. I'm missing that little guy. Okay, so where could that have gone? I was supposed to use one there. I mean, that's... It definitely had me put one of those there. Yeah. Yeah, one of those is definitely supposed to go there. And then something goes here. But I don't see it. Oh no. Well, I've definitely lost it because Lego doesn't not give you everything. That just doesn't happen. Well, that's a little embarrassing. I've used it somewhere I was not supposed to. Let me... No, because, yeah, it definitely goes there. One of them goes there. Just flip everything over where it's supposed to be. Let me just take this off. Perfect use case for this. Boop. Yeah, that goes... There's one of them there. It's definitely supposed to be there. Well, that's interesting. I suppose I can get away with it for now and try to figure it out later. That's definitely interesting. Yeah, this one. Did it get knocked off the desk? I don't see anything around me. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Gonna move on and pretend I did it. It's not strictly necessary. Okay, did that already. Then we do this part. It's gonna bug me that it's incomplete. See, now we've got a gap. We've got a gap right there. It's okay. It's okay, just a minor technical difficulty. There's always gotta be one technical difficulty per stream, huh? At least. Okay, and now the rest of these parts get assembled. This goes back here, right? Then this goes there. This goes there. This guy goes on top. That's this little panel. Pretty cute. And then these little bucket things go on, like that. And it sticks right here, like that. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, I guess those are spares? Oh no, I didn't do the finishing touches here. There we go. That makes more sense for spares. Alright, spares go over here. Got a lot of them in this set. Alright, we're on to bag number 3, which is going to be the last of Wally. And then we just have a little bit more to do, and then we'll be done. Oh, you know what? It might still be in the bag. Hang on, hang on, hang on. You just sort through. Ah, look. There's at least one thing still stuck in one of the bags. Okay, nothing. Nothing. There it was. There it was. It was stuck in the bag. Rookie mistake. Rookie mistake. Glad I found it. That was almost a big oops. Alright, get that. I know that's a spare. So that it's almost okay, we auto blocks that. But yeah, you gotta check your bags. You gotta check your bags before you throw them away. That would have been not good. Not the good. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Alright. I'm glad I thought of that. Oh, this is gonna be a little... These are the tracks. We're gonna have to manually assemble these, so hopefully we can blast through those. I don't think we'll be needing those quite yet, so I won't dump them out. Double check the bag. Okay. Not ready to turn yet. Here we go. Spread them all out quickly. Take a it was definitely bag number 3. Oh, here it is. I thought I was looking for a black one. There. Then... oh, these kind of weird... like something like would go on a boat set. And there's supposed to be a second one. There it is. And then these weird like S/Z shaped pieces. They go on like... I did that wrong. They're supposed to go on here like this. They go on top of the yellow. And then these go on down there like that. All right, that looks right. And then 4 of these with the plus in them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, real quick, I'm gonna make sure this gets put in before I forget about it. There we go. All right, that's actually officially complete now. You can go over there for a sec. All right, then these guys, these 2x3s, light gray ones, and then this black one goes over top. Like that. Beautiful. Then these little triangular flat pieces go on. Like that. Like that. Okay. These are going to be like his bottom drive axle. Flip it over. And then these slippy ones, these slippy bit ones. These are perfect for things that slide, are supposed to be hovercrafts that slide over carpet. For playing with. Then we take him and we put this right up to the back in the center. Like that. All right, he's definitely starting to come together now. Okay. Take one of these pieces, don't even know how to describe that. Then these blue guys, plus on one end, peg on the other. That goes straight through this side. Double stack it. Then one of these goes in. Ouch. And one of these tan ones goes in. All right, now this tan one spins much more freely. The black one doesn't spin at all. That locks in place, this spins freely. So that's gonna be for one of the tank treads. This goes on, looks like we need 3 on either side. So right in the middle, just like that. Like how it shows you the piece nice and big right there. 7, so you know. Not that there's many others to choose from, but gotta be consistent in your instructions. Okay, so we need 2 of these, each one with a stud thing. I guess it's like a Technic stud. Right there, like that. And these go through. Other side, you edge it. You edge it. There we go. And then that goes on like that. And we're gonna have to do 2 of these. All right, well now we get some wheel stuff going on. I guess where, oh, they're black. Oh, okay. So wheel goes over that. And these are like the really old style wheels with one of these white things. Nice and spinny. I'm sure you couldn't really see that because of the terrible frame rate we're running at, but believe me, it spins. And then you get one of these discs. That goes on. And then another half stud. Okay. Then one of the smaller wheels. One of these with one of these. Oh wait, no. I need the black ones. Oh no, that's gray. That's gray. The outline just made it kind of look like black. Okay, there we go. Then another white goes there. This goes there. Take one of these and one of these and marry them. And then this slips on like that. All right. And now one of these with a tan that goes right through the center. And then a triple tan, asymmetrical. And it doesn't really say which way it goes, so I guess it doesn't matter. I'll just put it through like that. Then a black goes there, and we stick 3 of these on them like that. And then this hole right here goes on this blue one like that. So this doesn't really move much, but that's probably by design. Yeah, it gets stuck on this thing. Okay. All right, now for the tank treads. Oh boy. Here we go. I have 15 minutes. All right, this should be easy. Just sit here and concentrate. Make sure they face the right way. These are very delicate pieces. Some of the thinnest plastic you'll find on Lego. Just quickly, we need 28 of them, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's probably better if I do it the other way. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, halfway there, 15. I'm sure this is riveting. 16, 17, 18, 19. Ooh. Hello there, Kelly B. Rating with a party of 3. Thank you so much for that. Oh God, I'm afraid you interrupted my count. God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, 8 more. 21. 22. 23. I'll explain everything in a second. That was upside down. 23. 24, 25, 26, 20, upside down again, come on. 27, 28, okay, that's 1 down. Thanks for rating, everyone. We are nearing the end here. We've got Eve done here. We've got Mo done, and we've got Wally's little trash cube spare parts, and Wally is coming along. We've got the fancy bits on already. This little door with the shiny and the little solar panel thing. I hate counting. It can be very drudgery sometimes. It can be drudgeful. Okay, now we wrap this tank tread around here. Oh, just you wait. It's cute, but just you wait until you see Wally. Okay, this kind of wraps around like this. I counted perfectly. Little tank tread, beautiful. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, now we marry these two together. Like, okay, hang on. Make sure that's the right way around. Yes. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, now we do that one more time. All right, let's speed through this. Not too fast, just fast enough. Fast enough to get it done, but also get it done efficiently. Oh, thanks again for the raid. I guess I should do the shout out thingy. Shout out thingy. How do I do that? I don't know how to do that. Where are you? Oh, oofta. Okay, I have to go to the stream thing. Why don't I know how to shout somebody out? I'm such a bad streamer. I can block you, report you, follow you, whisper you, gift you a sub, but I don't see a shout out button. Sorry about that. It's okay. Alright, cool. Thank you for your understanding. Alright, there we go. Back to this. Close that because it's distracting me. Okay, we did that. Now we do these two things. I know we need 2 of these, and we need 2 of these. And they go on thusly. What were you up to before you raided? I'm curious. And what made you pick me? If you're willing to divulge. There we go. This one goes on. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right, another wheel. It's always faster the second time in it. Like that. Slip that in. Slip that on. Disc. Little steady thing. Gray steady thing. Then we get another wheel going. This goes on like that. Goes through. And then we do another one of these weird disc stacks where we marry these two guys together. And then that goes around the don't know what to call it. See, Kelly, that's what happens when you're so wrong about a movie. No shout out for you. And now I move on because I win. Okay, little inside joke there. That's okay. So wrong about a movie. What movie are we talking about? That goes there. Then this... Oh, hang on. Gotta finish the other things first. This goes through on that side. Like that. Then the black one sticks out. And put these axles on either side. We'll keep the link. We'll keep the Zelda music. Who doesn't love Zelda music? This goes right here. Oh yeah, this thing. That's what's screwing me up. I thought I was missing something there. There we go. Okay, that's done. Now we do these again. 28 of them. That should be all that's left. I'm just going to do all of them, and if it's a little too loose, then I'll know they provided an extra. Alright. So, don't need to count this time, just get through them. Started with an upside down one. Come on now. Come on. Sorry, my hands are a little shaky. I know that bothers some people. It's just a genetic thing, no real solution. Okay, there we go. We're getting there. Quarter of the way done. Just focusing, concentrating, not counting this time. Just as quickly but as smoothly as possible. Okay, almost there. I should have left that unwrapped so I could compare the sizes. That would have been an easy way to do that. But the backup method will do. 2 more. One more. There we go. Okay, now we wrap her around. And come on. We will see if we have an extra. We do have an extra. Come on. There we go. We have 2 extras. Wow. How generous of Lego. I guess these things do kind of break sometimes, don't they? So you want to have extras for sure. There we go. All right. Wally's second set of wheels. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. We're nearing the end. Not too much left to go. We're building one of his arms now. Yellow bits. And then one of these ball joint things. And then one of these little kind of caution designs on a 3x1 flat. And then his little hands. That one and that one separated by that one. I'm doing it in the wrong order. Come on. This goes on the bottom. And this goes on the top. And then we get one of those greebly bits. That goes like that. Then we marry the 2 assemblies. And now we give them little fingies. This one goes on the inside like that. Then we do these. That's a pretty good finger right there for a robot. Pretty good. We need 2 of those per hand. And those kind of slip on like that. What a satisfying snap. And then look at that. We got little arms, little hands, little Wally hands. And looks like, oh, there's like a hole on the bottom of this one. It's kind of weird. So we could do a second one, and this one goes on like that. And if you missed the part earlier, this arm, like, you can see there's like a little channel there. There we go. You can even move it upsy downsies. Pretty cool stuff. All right, one more. Let's see if I can do it from memory. So far, so good. This is the bottom. Then this goes on. Then this goes on. Then we make the fingies. And this attaches to there with the stud facing in. Finger 1, finger 2. Oh, forgot the greebly bit. Like that. Like that. Looks like a mirror version to me. And then we get the that thing up there. Put that on. There we go. We are now matching the instructions, and we found our 2 spare bits. All right. One last package. It's going to be his head. Here we go. Last little bit underway. Make sure nothing gets left in the package. Make sure it's clean before you throw it away. There we go. There we go. Ooh, spoilers. You can't see those yet. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Just spread them out so you can see every piece. Nothing's hiding anything else. It ends up saving you time in the long run. Wow. Now those are interesting bits. Never seen those before. Bionicle piece. Why am I not seeing one of those? That is what that is. Oh, okay. It looks black, but it's actually gray. I always look for the color first. But I guess that's just how my brain works. Okay, that nail bit goes in there, and then this goes on like that. Then one of these gray study things, more like a bolt. And then this blue, oh, hang on. No. This goes there, then the blue goes there with the one piece over there. And then we'll attach this right here while some Kirby plays. Take this, stick this on like that, then a upside down gray. Here we go. Bottom gray. And then we need this brown piece goes here. This 90-degree angle piece. Like that. And then one of these small tan pieces goes there. And then black. Gray 2x2. Then one of... Where are that? Where are that? Oh, here we go. And this goes on like that. One of these gray, small ones. Looking good so far. 4x1. Going quite a bit over my time, but that's okay. I'm gonna finish this. I'm like 95% done. Hope everyone's enjoying it so far. Hope my speeding through it isn't too stressful. Okay, and now we take one of these, stick 3 of them on. Pretty easy. Nothing too complicated there. Then one of these. 2x1 flat browns, more like a tan. Then another 1x1 gray. And then we marry the assemblies like that. And then we take these big 2x3 flats like that. So far so good. And then it looks like one of these quarter circle gray pieces goes right there like that. And this goes on right there like that. So that's like half of his head, and we'll get the other half going here. All right, quickly. Come on. Brown goes in, tan goes on, black thing goes there, 2x2 goes there. He's approaching the finish line, everyone. There. Then this bit. That's why it's different, because it goes in a different spot. Then this 4x1, then the other one of these weird thingies, don't know what to call that. Then the tan, and then the last of these curvy black 90-degree angle things. Goes, slips in right there. Another quick assemblage of these curvy bits with the 1x4. Last one of these. Then tan. Then, oh, come on, get on there. There we go. Gray. Marry the assemblies. Like that. That's right. Then these go on. Then another one of these goes right there. And yes, that's correct. This slips on right there, like that. Almost done. Okay, he's got some like wiring stuff happening here, so these are interesting shapes. Kind of like handlebars. So these stick out, they go in through the bottom. Kind of like that. Yes, and then they go, I'm gonna have to do like this. Okay. Yeah, just like that. That makes sense. Okay. Kind of like that. Put him back. Okay, gray. Gray. Then one of these like offset structural things. Don't know what to call those. Then double up these 2x1s. Then a hole one, and then a structure one goes there. Then, no, I did that wrong. Come on, pay attention. Goes there. Like that. Beautiful. Like that. Like that. Come on now. And then a 2x1 and then a flat 2x1. Okay. Then one of these goes there. Two of them, actually. Two of them. And then one of these roundy bits goes... oh, I see. That's interesting. That's why they have those structural things on, because these little grabbers grab onto those little structural bits so it can go upside down, essentially. Just like that. Cool stuff. Okay. Now you're gonna face me. Face me. There you go, buddy. We take it. Okay, we take one of these. And one of these. And one of those. This goes like that. And then here. And then here. And then one of these goes, it looks like it's the middle one. Very clever. Very clever. And then this goes right there. Oh my god. That is amazing. All right. Second time. Faster. Faster even. There. There. 1, 2, 1, 1. These are clever little pieces. I like them. There. There. 2x1. Flat 2x1. Then this doohickey. Like that, like that. Snap that in like that. Beautiful. Just align everything. Then we take this, stick that on like that. Then this is the opposite, so yeah, like that. Oh, you're gonna love this. You're absolutely gonna love it. One last little bit. The cockroach. His name is Hal. Isn't this adorable? He's even got little antennas. Stick that binoculars. Stick these little guys in. Isn't that just the cutest little thing? Little cockroach, Hal. And he goes right there like that. And now may I present the cutest freaking thing I've ever seen. Wally. Look at that. Look at that. He even can do the thing. Oh, it's so adorable. Wow. All right. Now he can move his arms up like that. Grab the cube. Let's grab this door like that. And he's gonna shovel that cube in there like that. Just like that. Perfect. Close that up. Oop, sorry cockroach. Sorry Hal. It was a little too rough with you. And there we go. That's it. He's now got his cube. Eve has her boot. Just like that, with the plant in it. That goes back on. Oh, hang on, I gotta make sure it's like aligned properly. There we go. And we got Mo here too. Mo cleans the place. Just like that. Now let me get a good shot of this. Oh, phone, what are you doing? Not sure this is a good shot, but it's a shot nonetheless. Hello. Mow. All right. Okay. Well, like I said, I'm way over my time. I'm supposed to have been leaving at 8:30 and it's 8:45, so I'm gonna have to wrap it up very quickly. Let's go to the outro. All right, that was very fun. Very fun Lego stream. It's always super fun and exciting to build Legos for me. Don't know if I'll ever do this again on stream, but I hope everyone enjoyed it. Not enjoined. Oh, it's so cute. He just runs across the desk. Oh, don't you just love him? How could you not love that face? Look at that face. Also hers. So cute. I'm gonna have them hold hands. Come on, hold hands. There we go. There we go. That's just like the movie. Beautiful. And then Mo's here too. Okay, anyway, that's it. I gotta go. But thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing over on YouTube if you did that. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the follows, those who did. Thanks for the raid, Kelly B. Also really appreciate that. And I hope everyone has a great rest of their week. I hope everyone has a great holiday. If you celebrate Christmas, I hope you have a great Christmas and Christmas Eve. All right, well, that's it for me. Bye-bye.